Presentations and videos are a great way to share your ideas, but to make your audience interested and engaged, your presentation has to be exciting. Every day we are bombarded with hordes of information, so how do you make the information you want to share memorable? First of all, you want to convey your personal interest and passion in the subject to your audience. If you don't find your topic interesting, how will your audience? Even if you do not like your topic much, try to make it interesting, or even fake interest to the extent that you actually trick yourself into thinking you are interested. Similarly, all good presentations have thorough research. You want to know more about your topic than just what you put in the presentation. This allows you to answer questions and explain your topic better. Depending on your format, you may want to script your whole video or presentation, or just do thorough background research and then use bullet points or jot notes while speaking. If you are using slides, don't write whole paragraphs on them. Your slides should jog your memory for what you want to talk about, and if your audience wanted to read, they would get a book. All my videos are completely scripted because I like to talk fast without stumbling. However, if I do a live presentation, I prefer just to have bullet points because it gives me more freedom to answer questions and change tactics depending on the audience's reactions. This is just a preference, though. Whatever you do, make sure you start your presentation with a bang. Often called the hook, the start of your presentation is crucial because it either grabs or loses people's attention. Throughout your presentation, ensure that the key ideas are clear. You want your audience to have something to take away from the presentation, but if it was a garbled, jumbled mess, they will leave being confused. Similarly, make sure your presentation follows a train of thought. If it jumps around like crazy, possibly like I'm doing in this video, people will be left befuddled. Keep your presentation on topic and to the point. You don't want people to fall asleep. Whether you are reading from a script or just using notes to prompt your memory, make sure you vary the tone of your voice. A monotone presentation is quite boring. Inflect excitement, sorrow, and humor into your presentation like you would when speaking with a friend. Similarly, humor is a powerful tool at your disposal. You have to be careful with it because everyone has different sense of humor, but if you use it well, your presentation is likely to be a hit. Along with not putting too much text on your slides, it is a good idea to include pictures. To use an overused cliche, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Pictures are far more memorable than words for most people, and they often manage to explain ideas and topics on their own. Remember, people learn differently, the whole auditory kinesthetic visual learner thing. So, using a mixture of text and images is likely to reach the most people in your audience. Also, consider your use of color. Colors can pop or clash, so be selective about what colors you choose to use and don't use too many. However, plain white, black, or gray is just boring. I have attended hundreds of classes, sermons, and presentations, and the most memorable of these are always the ones that told a story. Stories are amazingly powerful because as humans, it is through storytelling that we communicate our ideas, goals, hopes, and experiences. Just putting one short story in your presentation, whether it is from your life, a friend's, or some historical figures, can make people remember your presentation a whole lot more. Going back to my first point, the most important part of a presentation is that you enjoy it. Even if your audience seems like they're turning to stone as you talk despite your amazing presentation, you had better relish the experience of presenting it. Even if you mess up, just smile and move on. A mistake won't ruin your presentation. If you love what you are talking about, you're bound to spread that interest, and that is the goal of any presentation.